Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this graphic that they want to cut on a vinyl cutter, which I know very little bit about, but this is a picture. Uh, Corel does not trace text very good, so my suggestion is just to pick you some text that you like, and we can use that boot, or you could go to the internet and pick out a boot on the internet, but we're going to use this boot. It's black and white, so I don't have to do anything to it but trace, outline, trace, clip art. And it's already done it. I'm going to nudge it out of the way. I'm going to go to Object, Group, and ungroup it. And then I'm going to get rid of this stuff. And really, I don't have to get rid of this stuff because I'm just going to use the boot, and not the wordage. So what I can grab the boot and move it over. Now you can see it's got the other, and the reason, the text just isn't very good. As you can see, some of the letters are probably usable, and you could possibly even use this top line of text. You would just need to go and delete these inner parts of gray matter, but you might as well start off with new, and there's a lot of fonts you could use. So now we need to fix this boot. Easiest way is to take it and left click, right click, and these are just holes from the letters. So we're going to zoom in here a little bit, and we're going to grab the 3-point curve line first and go from here to here so we can give it a little bit of a curve to the boot. We don't really have to put a curve on this, but you can use the 3-point curve line for it. And I did pretty good. And then just take your virtual segment delete key and delete these lines. So there's your boot. It still needs a little bit of cleaning up, but we're going to use the Smart Fill tool to fill it in. And then I would left click, right click that and clean up the part. And I would actually suggest maybe finding one on the internet of your liking, because it doesn't really matter, what kind of boot it is. Give it some rounded toes and take out some of the nodes. I'm just using the smoothing tool. So we've got that done. And here's the text that I brought in. And you could, play with it whatever size you want. Let's bring our boot down. And then kind of rotate this at the same angle that the other one was. Click on the center rotation and just kind of rotate it that away. And then put it, really where you want it. The root doesn't matter because it was not really part of the boot, but we can go ahead and do this at this time, and it might be a little bit not the best font, but you could change that font very easily to a bunch of different things. So now what we need to do is take this font, and actually let's make it a bolder font. And by doing that, we can move this a little bit down. Now I'm going to take the font and I'm going to left click, right click and make an outline. The font is still selected. So I'm going to go to effects and contour. I'm going to contour to the outside 0.01 with rounded corners. And we get that right there. And you could go more or less. And then go up to object, break the contour apart. And what I would do now is go ahead and take the Smart Fill tool and fill in the boot, and look what it did. It gave us those letters. Now we've got the contour broken apart, so we can move the new font over and then turn it black again. And that gave us that look that it's, I know nothing about vinyl cutting, but evidently you're not gonna, a laser engraver would use that right there and make that all work. As a vinyl cutter, I guess you're going to have to left click, right click, and if you need a hairline, it'll cut out those pieces, as you can see, because this is part of the boot itself, and the letter would fall inside that boot and give it some look, much like when we do that right there. Anyway, I hope that's what their question was. She actually sent me two, and I'm going to do a second one. on the other one because it's a little bit differently. It's right here. Anyway, hope that helped. Thank you for watching.